The Houghton hockey team made it to the state finals last season at CompuAir Arena in Plymouth. The Gremlins were one more win away from making a return appearance in Plymouth on Friday afternoon. Houghton took on Sault Ste. Marie tonight in a Division III quarterfinal matchup held at Lakeview Arena in Marquette. No score after one. Let's go to the second. Eric Hillock skates into the zone and fires a shot on goal, and he scores, giving the Blue Devils a 1-0 lead. Later in the second, Houghton looking to tie the game. Ray Bryce comes up with the puck here and puts a pass in front on the tape of Connor Hannon, but Nick McKenzie flashes the leather and somehow snatches it out of the air to keep the Gremlins off the score sheet. Just over a minute later, the Sioux on the power play. Blake Mastoff goes top shelf on the shot for the goal, giving the Blue Devils a 2-0 lead after 2 in the third. The Sioux put the game away here. Chris Hazen scores in the breakaway. The Sioux is off to the semis with a 4-1 win over Houghton. The Blue Devils will face Flint Powers Catholic in the semis after they won tonight 2-1 in double overtime against East Grand Rapids. The overtime theme continued on the hardwood in Class A. Marquette hosted Traverse City Central in the district semifinals. To the third, the Redmen leading by 5. Larry Burnett fights his way inside to the rack for 2. That extended the Marquette lead out to 7. Off the inbounds play for the Trojans, Nate Schulzler swings it over to Ethan Pilarski, who hangs, extends, and scores inside. Nicely done. TCC again down just 5. Late in the third, Marquette lead down to 3. A.J. Grazoulis finds his partner in crime, Mark Pep, inside for 2. That put the Redmen back in front, 31-26. The Trojans fought each and every possession to keep it close. Off the miss, Tanner Kenny grabs the ball, gets it over to Colin Lasoki, who hangs at the rim for 2. This game needed overtime to determine a winner, and Marquette wins it 54-51, thanks in part to 18 points tonight for Andy Nyquist. On Friday night, the Redmen will host Alpena for the district championship after Alpena pulled away in the fourth quarter tonight to defeat the Sioux. On to Class B now we go. Menominee and Gladstone battled for a district title. Early on, the Braves went to the big guy, Jared Vuxen, who scores off the inbounds pass. Gladstone up 4-0, but the Maroons kept it close throughout the evening. Travis Champeau for 3. It's good. Menominee trailed 9-8. The student section for Gladstone loving it. After Gladstone scored another bucket, the Maroons fired right back with one of their own. Devin Harris hits the fadeaway J from just inside the free throw line. Gladstone still up 1. The Braves, though, stayed out in front early. Michael Cretan scores right at the rim. This one was close throughout as well. In fact, overtime again decided this game, and Gladstone is off to the regionals with a 64-61 win over Menominee. To the scoreboards in Norway, the host Knights took care of business on their home floor, defeating West Iron County 50-45. John Grayville Jr. led the way for the Knights with 20 points. Norway is off to the regionals. Staying in Class C, Ishpeming and Gwyn played in a district semifinal. Third quarter, the Hematites trailing by 7. Derek DeCare drives to the bucket for 2. Ishpeming down 5. Back the other way come the Model Towners. Derek Reitz, their rocket pass inside to Justin Beauchamp, and Gwyn was back up by 7. Ishpeming kept things close. Dylan Mackey to DeCare, who scores another bucket at the rim. Hematites still down 5. In the third, Joey Lyle left wide open for another Hematite bucket, but Ishpeming could not get closer than 5 points in the third as Gwyn went inside at will as Beauchamp gets the one inside, and a few minutes later, Owen DeVoe does the same thing, and Gwyn wins this one 55-51. In the second semifinal, Negaunee took on Westwood. First quarter, no score. Brock Weaver gets the ball inside, opens the scoring with the hoop and the harm. 3-0 Negaunee. The other way, Travis Swanson inside, lays it up, lays it in. Pats down just 1. Still in the first, Tanner Urin rises, fires, and connects for the 3, part of 15 for him on the evening. Negaunee up 8-4. Time winding down in the first, Westwood goes back inside to Swanson for 2 more. He finished with 9 points this evening. Negaunee, though, led after the first. To the second, more from the Miners. Uren hits another 3-ball. This time from the top of the key. Negaunee up by 7. Luke Duquette for the Patriots keeps his team within striking distance as he gets the shot to fall at the rim. But Negaunee wins this one 60-34. So Friday night at Gwyn, it'll be the Model Towners and the Miners for the district championship. Should be a good one. In other action this evening, Ironwood hits a shot with 4 seconds left to beat Lance. That game at Lance, 42-40. The Red Devils will play Houghton on Friday night in Lance for the district title after the Gremlins won the Wingding game over Hancock. On to Class D in Munising, Negaunee all over Grand Marais, and in a battle of two very evenly matched teams, Superior Central slips by Munising 41-36. Negaunee and Superior Central will play for the district title at Munising on Friday night. North Dickinson wins by 9 over Bark River Harris 61-52 in a bit of a shocker. North Central 65, Kearney Nato 54. Molly, apparently right now is a good time to be a North Central Jet, for my goodness sakes. In Chassell, the Panthers take care of Baraga 51-29. Lake Linden Hubble skips past Jeffers 51-38. The Lakes and Panthers will battle for the district title Friday night at Chassell. And out in Bessemer, Forest Park and Ewan Trout Creek, the close games continue there as you see in the screen. They will battle for a district title come Friday night as both teams squeaked out wins. Forest Park by 4 in overtime over Wakefield Marinesco, and Ewan Trout Creek won by just 2 points. Speaking of overtime, yes, I've said it a lot tonight. It was a heck of a ball game up in Houghton as the Michigan Tech men get by Northwood in, yes, overtime, 90-80. Allie Haydar led the Huskies with 25 points, and since the top seed in the tournament on the men's side, Wayne State, lost tonight, Michigan Tech will host the GLIAC men's tournament with 2 games on Saturday and 1 game on Sunday. The Michigan Tech women also victorious tonight over Grand Valley. Senior guard Sam Hoyt led the way with 20 points. And the Northern Michigan University Wildcats women's team sees its season end tonight, 68-35 to the top seeded Ashland Eagles.